Hey, what's up guys? It's Fonshway and long time no see. Welcome. I know it's been a while since I've uploaded and I do have my reasons, which I'll talk about in a future video. But in this video today, I'll be showing you guys who, in my opinion, I believe are the top 5 greatest running gun players of all time. Now, making a list like this is by no means an easy task. I tried to make this list as unbiased as possible, and some people on this list might even actually shock you. I think a list like this is a pretty big deal, so I have to commentate and give my opinions on why I believe the people I've chosen are the best players of all time. Let's get started with number 5.
This is what it sounds like. We ride on our enemies. Biatch. We ride on our enemies. Let's see so many motherfuckers wanna take a piece. Coming equipped with some shit niggas just can't believe. I pull a trick from my sleeve. Now kamikaze, I'm all over that nigga. Come identify the body. My middle finger to you hoe niggas. Run up on me and I'll be forced to let it go, nigga. I ain't the one you wanna try. Why? Staying high in the button, watch these motherfuckers die.
On the number 5 spot, we have Tu-Koe, the guy who, if you didn't know, actually created 2 of the most popular RNG maps of all time, Gangbang and Training Facility. Now, I personally don't know what kind of person Tu-Koe is, but what I do know is that this legend is the reason many OG RNG players even exist. Back in 2015, many of us wanted to be the best. Tu-Koe, along with being in the crew RNGK at the time, also known as Running Gun Killers, which is a crew that is considered to be the best RNG crew in the game, was thought to be one of, if not the best player in the game. A lot of us would train very hard to get clips similar to his, as his clips and his montages were very impressive at the time.
I'm a heartless rap. It's too much gangsta shit going on in the fucking world for niggas to be acting like girls. I'm the gangbang general, never rhyme.
We thought if we can play like Tu-Koe, we would surely become a better player. He was a main source of motivation and inspiration for many of us, including me. For these reasons, I have chosen Tu-Koe for number 5. And Tu-Koe, if you happen to watch this, I just want to say, hit me up if you'd like to do a do-tar sometime.
MCs, I devour her lyrical time bomb. I explode to the next episode. Cutlass riding, butler driving, head low, cause it's all about motherfucking surviving. In the city I claim, west side we bang, the gang and the DPG.
My nigga Delta in them pots.
These niggas leeches, bitches, bloodsuckers. 100, keep a 100, drug runner. Top gunner, young motherfucker, came up. Smoke dope, you smoking 100s, blazer. One token, get you slump, hunching big shit. Real shit, you a little bitch, pull up. Bad bitch, and we getting lit, talk shit. Bullshit, talk cash strip, sauce strip. Mad drip, get a pack rinse. I came up out the struggle, all I know is hustle. Tootie got the muscle, Tony got the bundles.
Next up on this list for number 4, we have the Vice City. Many OG players like Tu-Koe had left the game early in its history for personal reasons. The Vice City, on the other hand, still had a vision for the game not many others saw. His legacy was yet to come. The Vice City had started off being an RNGK, but later got kicked from it because he didn't agree with some of the leaders. He ended up crew surfing for a while, until he eventually joined OTGX, also known as Only the Greatest, which is another crew that is considered to be the best running gun crew in the game. The Vice City has, over time, played over hundreds of crew battles. He has beat many top players in those battles. He is truly competitive in spirit. The Vice City is one of the few who truly took the time to figure out how things work. He has gone down as being a true powerhouse in the game, and any real competitive RNG crew can make use of him, due to the fact of how many crew battles he's won. And if you're curious to see pictures and videos, they're on his channel, which I will link below. He deserves to be number 4 on this list.
I done did a lot, no I'm nothing like a small fry, I'm been in blocks. Money in my pockets, I got chicken pox. She gon' fuck me, we gon' spend some guap. I can't leave the country, you can't leave your block. And I can't leave up out of here till I see what he got. Well nigga, I'm a road runner, chase chicken. Never told him let me hold something, go and take shit. Ain't a nana but it hold something like a cake clip. It gotta stop so when that pole bustin' ain't no shaking. Look at have your nose running, faced it. Cop expensive clothes when I'm on vacation. I came to the hood, gave him motivation. Crashed the foreign on the road, but
Knowledge, nigga.
Stress. I'm working hard, I'm sacrificing my life, I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain. Even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I will still move a mountain and do what I want. I got salt to beat with my rhyme, you inclined to feel me one time.
Here's a controversial one, CacoGamer. I almost didn't even want to put him on this list, but I have to be real. There was a time when if two well-known RNG crews are going to battle, and if there was money involved on the winning crew, I'd have to ask, which one is Gekko playing in before placing any bets? Gekko was someone that you absolutely needed in your team. It was almost always a guaranteed win if you had Gekko in your team. He was an absolute powerhouse in CVCs and in RNG matches. Almost no one wanted to face a crew battle with Gekko on the other team. They would throw excuses as in Gekko is a dirty player, he's a lagger, and most of the time those excuses did indeed hold weight. But even if Gekko did decide to play fully clean, he'd still be a top player because Gekko's got the moves. He's got a very fast style of play and his accuracy is top notch. If Gekko were 100% clean, he'd be number 1 on this list. I had to bring him down to number 3 though, as the next two players are, in my opinion, just as good as Gekko but have a cleaner play style.
I'm sacrificing my mind, I'm sacrificing my sanity, but most importantly, I'm sacrificing my time. Boy, I feel fine, I feel like I am a king. Honestly, I can't complain. Even with faith that's the size of a grain of some salt, I can still move a mountain and do what I want. I got salt to beat with my rhyme, you inclined to feel me one time. If I gave you something realer, would you comprehend the feeling of emotion that I put in my line? I got salt to beat with my rhyme, you inclined to feel me one time. If I gave you something realer, would you comprehend the feeling of emotion that I put in my line? I wanna do a lot of drugs, and I just wanna do a lot of drugs that I feel I can't take no more. I'm incapable of feeling any love. I've been living at the bottom and I do not give a fuck. I wanna do a
Still checking if the place still cold. Moving in the way, no place, no snow. Straight chilling with my niggas that shiver. Thinking about South Lake, thoughts on the river. Move back, nigga. Fake Jordan, that's whack ass bitch, nigga. I come back with 11 damn shots. I claim this city and I take your spot. Stay thinking about
TheRealDarkLord. Man, was this guy hated when RNG was at its prime. But truthfully, DarkLord is one of the best players of all time, and here's why. DarkLord is the leader of OTGX, which stands for Only the Greatest, which is a crew that holds some of the best players in the game. DarkLord came from an underrated console, where people thought no one played RNG in. I think the reason DarkLord became one of the best is because of that reason. He had something to prove. He wanted to show everyone that he can be the best. And I personally think all the hate he received fueled the flame to make him one of the greats. People started noticing him a lot more when he beat RNGK, the crew everyone believed to be the best crew in RNG, but he beat it under a different crew tag and not his original OTGX tag. And because he is the leader of OTGX, people now believe the RNGK and OTGX are the best RNG crews. And so a crew battle between these two crews has been highly anticipated. People would often side with saying RNGK is the best crew, and people would also say OTGX is the best crew. Now DarkLord, to me, 100% truthfully, has the best clips and style of play that I've ever seen. It was extremely hard to choose who to put as number 1. I really believe DarkLord deserved it, so why didn't I put him as number 1? If I believe DarkLord has the best clips and style of play, how can I choose someone else? Let's get on with the player I believe is the number 1 best RNG player of all time.
But I never see no niggas ever famous. Vex boy, leg boy, trash boy, trash boy.
RevolverS might not have the fastest clips ever, he might not even be the smartest player, What Gold RevolverS did have though is what I describe as a heart of a lion. He was a king in the game. Gold RevolverS is mostly known for his very unique style of play and for being the leader of Run and Gun Killers, a crew which also holds some of the best players in the game. Like Tuco, Gold RevolverS had stopped playing early in the game. Gold's legacy though simply can't be topped. He had impacted the game in so many ways. He was the one who gave most of us a platform. He showed us the true way Run and Gun should be played. He was a player of pure honor. If he accidentally played dirty, he let the enemy get a free kill on him. Gold RevolverS was the inspiration for so many of us. If it weren't for him, I wouldn't care about Run and Gun as much as I do now. He is the person who popularized RNG. Almost everyone who played RNG in the early times strived to either be in Gold's RNGK crew or Dark's OTGX crew. Many people would agree that Gold is indeed the heart and soul of Run and Gun. And for these reasons is why I believe Gold is indeed the best Run and Gun player of all time.
You don't have to relate to me. You don't have to have hate for me. You don't have words to say to me. You don't even have to pray for me, do you? Cause I'll do me until the day that I'm through. Remember back then.
Now, if DarkLord and Gold RevolverS were to have a 1v1, who do I think would win? Well, my answer to that would probably be DarkLord. So doesn't that further prove that DarkLord is number 1? Well, not exactly. Although a tiger can probably beat a lion in a 1v1, the lion will still hold the title of king. I believe if it weren't for Gold, I don't think Dark would have had as much motivation to prove himself. Dark's only competition before Gold were other Xbox players who didn't make as much of an impact as Gold. Gold had an impact on almost everyone, including DarkLord. Dark understood this, so he had to work very hard to stand out. Now, I'm not saying Gold made Dark, because Dark was already an absolute beast before Gold, but if it weren't for Gold, I don't think Dark would have been as motivated. That's why I chose Gold as number 1. Also, fun fact, these two players both came from Red Dead Redemption, where they were also competitive in. I think it would be insane to finally see a 1v1 from these two in Red Dead Redemption 2. I guess these two still don't like each other very much. Well, that concludes my top 5 RNG players of all time. This video took a massive amount of time to do, as it wasn't easy at all deciding who to choose for number 1, or the 5 for that matter. Do you agree with my list? Who do you think is the best player of all time? Comment below who and give me your reasons why. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed, and if you would like to see future content similar to this. I'll be uploading a new video next week. Until then, peace.